I am the sun. Let me introduce my family. This is Mercury.
Hi there, I'm Mercury.
Venus.
Hello everyone, I'm Venus.
And this is Earth.
Why hello there. It's been 2 months since I've done anything for this channel. Ooh, my God. Let me just start by saying I'm sorry. And I don't know if I will be consistent, but I'm here. And I think that's really what matters. Hi, hello, my name is Amber. Welcome to my channel, where I talk about wherever I want, apparently whenever I want. Last video I made was like in November of 2020. So, yeah, it's been almost exactly 2 months at the time of me filming this, at least. This video might go up by the first week of February. Who knows? Who knows? I have no excuse other than I have been exhausted, busy doing other things, and getting other hobbies, because that's just what I do. I don't know why, I just do. But I have been sitting on this video idea for a while, so I've been trying to make it, failing, trying, failing, so here we are. It's weird being back on after 2 months. I feel really rusty, even though I was never fully fledged out to do this to begin with, but I mean, hey, here we are. Today we're gonna be talking about a very interesting little hidden gem I found recently. And I'm gonna go over the little story in a minute of how I found this gem. But for now, today we're gonna be talking about the Flying Luna Clipper. And boy howdy, is it gonna be a journey.
Everything is true in your dreams. Everything is true in your dreams. Everything is true in your dreams. Everything is true in your dreams.
So I want to give you a little bit of backstory as to how I came across this thing, because it's interesting. Among the many things I've gotten into in the past several months, this is not an official New Year's resolution because I started last year during like October and November. I have been trying to watch 2 films a day. And so far it's been going really well because it's been going over that. And it doesn't matter what kind of film, it could be animation, live action, short films, which I would have to watch like 4 to 6 for me to actually, you know, kind of count that. To go with that, I suddenly stumbled upon Letterboxd. Now I technically knew that Letterboxd existed. And for those of you who don't know, which might be a number because I didn't know about this, Letterboxd is a social media platform for logging, reviewing, and sharing films and other various forms of media. And I recently went through a phase where I had to log every single movie I've ever seen ever in my entire life, and that was a journey. It took me 2 to 3 days to officially get through most of the films I'd seen. Recently, I came across a list called the Weirdos Watch List on Letterboxd, and I found a interesting little tidbit called the Flying Luna Clipper. And it is, well, Flying Luna Clipper is a short film. It's about 45 minutes long in its entirety, at least from what I found, created on the MSX2. I'm pretty sure that's a computer system. I don't know these things. I looked it up and I think that's what it is. I'll correct myself if it's not. It'll be right here. And if I'm correct, I'll just put information on that because I'm not a computer person. I wouldn't know. It is entirely, I think, in like 16-bit, 8-bit to 16-bit. It's a pixelated medium, created in 1987 and put on Laserdisc. Whew, Laserdisc. My favorite. Laserdisc. And it was originally created by Iko Ono. And in that entirety, that is pretty much the official knowledge or facts that have been written down about this film. Because there's very little in terms of, well, the credits will tell you who was all involved in creating it, and who composed music and stuff, but other than that, there's really not much info on this movie. It was originally put on Laserdisc, and someone ripped it and put it on YouTube, which is how I found it, how I was able to watch it, and I'm very grateful, because it was a very rare film for a while, and then someone ripped it off of Laserdisc, so thank God for that, because my God, am I excited that I saw this. And a lot of other people have said the same thing on YouTube. For example, there's this comment that says, "Finding this movie feels like finding a $100 bill under your couch cushions. Everything about it is so damn fantastic," and that is very accurate. Now, as to describe what this film is about, is a whole other monster. As I said, I found this on the weirdo watch list, meaning it is quite an odd, not your average film. The Flying Luna Clipper is about basically a flying contraption known as the Luna Clipper, created by a Mr. Blackwell, who seems determined to create an experience where you are able to watch your dreams or let your dreams unfold in front of you, that kind of thing. And honestly, there's no coherent story to it technically. It is an experimental film in and of itself. There's a lot. In terms of main characters, there are maybe 3. There's Mr. Blackwell, who, like I said, he created the Flying Luna Clipper. He's in charge of it. He owns like an air base or whatever. There's not much known about him because he's not shown very much except for the beginning. But he's a crow, an anthropomorphic crow. There's Grace, who is a sexy dancing banana lady, who is the stewardess of the Flying Luna Clipper. There's the captain and co-pilot, and I couldn't quite catch their names, so forgive me, but they're technically not really main characters because you only see them maybe in one scene. And the other one that I could find is Mr. Yukio, who is a snowman from Nome, Alaska. That's pretty much all you know about him, and maybe this.
Where are you from, Mr. Yukio?
I'm from Nome, in Alaska.
Nice hat.
Thank you.
He's an interesting fella, is all I will say on that. And yes, he is in Hawaii, and I don't understand how. But it's a nonsensical movie, so I think we should really stop trying to use logic. Logic has checked out. Logic. So yeah, those are our main characters, and we will not technically be following any of them because this is a journey in and of itself. We begin the movie with a lot of sweeping shots, really pretty shots, by the way. This movie is actually really gorgeous, of people assembling in Hawaii to board the first maiden flight of the Flying Luna Clipper. And a lot of these things are anthropomorphic vegetables and animals, which makes her a very visually appealing experience, I would say. And very oddball, because there's a lot of oddball scenes that I cannot explain to you, even if I wanted to, because my God. Once they are on the Flying Luna Clipper, it is announced that they will be traveling from Honolulu, Hawaii to, where is this? Tahiti, And it only flies at night, and that'll be explained in a second. That actually does get explained. And while people are on this flight, there are certain things that they will be witnessing, which was interesting when first watching. I watched this movie like a couple times because it's interesting every time you watch it. You notice something new. But while you're on the plane, they show a couple different clips of things, or just a couple different experiences you can get while you are on the Flying Luna Clipper. And some of these include the Great Voyagers, which is about the ancient Polynesians who first discovered the islands of Hawaii, if I remember correctly. And this is where they explain the significance of the Flying Luna Clipper. They have the mythological story of the gods. I don't know the name of the specific god, I don't think they mentioned it, who were testing them, and they were at sea and there's like a giant storm, and one of the leader of this voyage stated that they had a dream about a flying golden bird who flew in the night during a crescent moon, leading them to a great and beautiful island. And later you'll see in this film that that's basically what the Flying Luna Clipper is based off of. They even allude to it in certain ways, and you're like, oh, I see now, okay. Interesting, very visually interesting indeed. So that little tidbit is kind of fun and educational, and I thought it was really cool. Then you have Halose with Professor Darren, and Professor Darren is a talking seahorse with a German accent. It's really hard to tell because the English dub, and there's only English dub as far as I know, of this show is really bad. But the badness of it really accentuates how weird this show is, which I personally like.
Long distance call for you, Mr. Black Whale.
Not hello, say. Oh, say. Oh, say.
Please grant us the power. Look at that.
What an impressive moment.
And he talks about this Halose cross that is seen across Polynesian, Malaysian, and maybe Southeast Asia, and what it signifies. And it's a little hard to explain. You'd have to watch that segment yourself. But it's enjoyable because it's talking seahorse. You don't get better than that. And then there's this really weird segment where they go up into the exosphere and then they start plummeting back down to Earth, and like you experience 0 G's. And during this time they have a short film that the pilot made in the 80s called Gravity Dance. And this is the part, there's like a couple small images here or there that are like live action based. This is weird mashup of live action on top of each other, and it is just bizarre. It's the best way to put it. But it's called Gravity Dance, and that's all I can say about it because I don't know what to tell you. You have to experience it yourself. And then near the end, there is a part where they end up in Tahiti, I think, where they are treated to a dance by a bunch of palm trees, and there's a song about a volcano, and this volcano is lusting after this thick island, and the volcano explodes. There's a lot of interesting imagery in this show. I think I've said that before, but this is a different kind of imagery. The wink wink imagery, the wink wink imagery. And essentially it culminates in, well, I won't tell you the ending. I want you to find the ending yourself. I'm not going to spoil it too much. There's a lot. And it won't make sense even if I did spoil it, but I'm still not going to spoil it because it's a fun experience to watch, and I think everybody should at least watch it once. It's a very unique experience, and I'm very happy I found it. I'm surprised I hadn't heard of it before or found anybody who talked about it, and I think there's like an article on Mashable, or is it, I'll find the link and put it in the description, but this dude was talking about it, and it's amazing. It is amazing, this show. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you what the official description for this is. A trip on a chartered plane with a number of other thrill seekers, most of whom are anthropomorphic fruits and vegetables, hop from island to island, each of which offers their own unique visual delights. Yep, that's the description for this show. And I don't know, I wish in some ways that there were more movies, maybe not movies, but like short films that were done in 8-bit, because 8-bit's really cool. Like, you could do some fun things with 8-bit. I used to experiment with 8-bit stuff back in the day. If you've been on this channel for a while and you watch me even now, I used to do 8-bit stuff and just post it for fun. And I don't know, it has a specific appeal that I really enjoy about it. And I don't know, I guess that's why I like this movie so much. Aside from the really weird storyline, it's a treasure that I think most people who enjoy film should watch. I kind of hope maybe someday we'll uncover more information on this movie. Maybe someone out there will be daring enough and spend their entire lifetime making a video like this. But otherwise, I think it's fantastic. I really love just how vaporwave it feels, which, I mean, it's made in the 80s, so there's a lot of vaporwave stuff comes from the 80s. And the music is gorgeous and very atmospheric, and I kind of watched the movie just to hear the music again. And I don't know, just for the fact that it was made on a very small, like, budget with things like, I don't know if it was made on a small budget, I don't know why I said that. It was made on this old, maybe not at the time old, but like very limited software, and it just, it's so fun to watch because you're just like, wow, I want more. I'm considering doing more weird things I find on Letterboxd. Maybe that'll be a series, I don't know. Maybe, we'll see how I feel. I do want to do a couple things with Letterboxd because there's some interesting stuff on there that I would like to talk about. But I do have a couple things I will be talking about soon, so hopefully you will see me again in the near month. I have a couple things I got from Kickstarter that I'm really excited to talk about. And, you know, if I continue finding some really cool stuff on Letterboxd, then I will certainly talk about it. I may even go through my quarantine watch list, because yes, I have a quarantine watch list, and it has all the movies I watched from the beginning to current, because I'm still technically in quarantine, and who knows when this hellscape will end. And if I get over 1,000 movies in quarantine watch lists, oh my god. Oh my god. Anyway, so yeah, that's all I have for today's video. It's a very short video. I'm very tired. I almost didn't make this video tonight. I actually made videos recently and just not posted them because I thought they were so bad, which I don't know why I do that. If you don't like them, then you'll just not watch them, but at least I made something and you're not thinking, oh, she's dead, she's gone, she's history, we don't care anymore, which apparently is not the case because there's now more of you. Which, thank you, by the way. Thank you for subscribing. I hope I make some content that you like. Like I said, I make content that I am interested in talking about, so I don't know if it'll always be up your alley, but I do hope you at least stick around to see what I'm talking about, because my goodness, there's a lot to talk about in the world, because there's a lot of good media out there, and also a lot of questionable media. So, as long as there's new media or media that is being uncovered, I'll be here. I'm not quitting yet. Just because I have a lot of other shit to do doesn't mean I'm not going to be back on here. So, it may mean in 2 months, it may mean in 2 days, who knows. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a great new year so far. So far it's been crazy, it's not been horrific. but I mean, it's still almost the same as it was in 2020. So I will talk to you all soon. Hopefully I'll have this up before the end of January. And if anybody has any suggestions, I am free to look at them. I don't know if I will get to them, but I am free to look at them. And I always appreciate any suggestions. I know there's some really good stuff that's been put out, especially by We're the Kids and stuff like that, that I had my heart set on talking about this film. So hopefully you guys give it a watch and let me know what you think. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Stay safe, stay well, stay away from COVID. Quarantine, get a vaccine if you can. I am hoping I get one soon because I want to celebrate my birthday this year. And at least be with the few small handful of people I know, which I can count on like 5 on one hand. So that'd be nice. Anyway, that's about it. All right, I will talk to y'all soon. Peace out. Bye.
Everything is true.